Alright, the gurus are on Twitter, sounding off. We have a lot of new information. This video is going to be jammed-packed with new things that are confirmed. We have some new images in this video, and there's a lot that I'm not even going to be including in this video because I don't want it to be 45 minutes long. So I am most likely going to be breaking up this Sim Guru Q&A into multiple videos. The goal is to have this one be 20 minutes. I might have another 20-minute one either coming sometime later today or maybe even tomorrow from other Sim Gurus, but this video is going to be all about Sim Guru Morgan's tweets and what they have been revealing on Twitter, and it's a lot, which is kind of surprising that we're getting so much new information Friday night and now on a Saturday morning. But hey, I'm all for learning about the upcoming expansion pack, which I really don't feel like we have too much information on really at the moment. We have new details about the world, and in my last video we kind of got some new screenshots of what this world looks like in certain areas and certain neighborhoods, but now we have details on exact lots and so much more. So grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink, sit back and relax. We have a lot to cover. Let's dive straight into things. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with some old tweets that not many have actually seen. We have a look at infant aliens, guys. I am very surprised that this didn't get more views and likes and retweets, but this is going to be another cute thing to see. Of course, not a full look, just a little tiny preview in Sim Guru Morgan tweets. They see you. So kicking off this Guru Q&A nice and strong. On February 22nd, Sim Guru Morgan seems to go into details about occult infants. Sparkly Sims asks, wait, are we getting supernatural infants? If that's the case, are toddlers and children going to be updated too? I'm excited but confused, and Sim Guru Morgan responds to this, tweeting certain occult genetic traits are available for all age groups, like the eyes above, the ears, or fantasy skin tones. It isn't new for this update, but we support infants in this way as well. Like always, some forms, like Beast form, only affect a sim when they become a teen. So confirming here that we aren't getting like actual supernatural infants with actual abilities, but I guess saying in a way that you can make them at least look supernatural the same way that you could make other life stages look supernatural as well without having any actual gameplay abilities, at least yet, until they age up. From the brand new gameplay trailer, Simmers notice stretch marks and new skin details, which Sim Guru Morgan does confirm on Twitter that these are moles on this sim, and that there are a handful and that they are so cool. So more confirmed features coming. I'm hoping that this is actually pushed out as part of a patch. It would suck to see a lot of these things be behind that paywall for the pack. I just feel like this is a base game kind of feature, so I'm hoping that the moles and such are a part of the base game. Gotta cross my fingers for that. I think though for the most part we should expect them for the base game, as usually most skin details and stuff that they add in this sort of way normally do come for free. We have 4 new images shared by Sim Guru Morgan, new looks at the brand new world coming from them now. I heard we're sharing cool pictures of San Sequoia, some cool shots of the fog coming in off the bay in the evening, Hopewell Hills, Gilbert Gardens, and the Anchor Point Wharf. Apparently a lot of these names were revealed in the blog post. I don't even remember. I probably already read it. But yet once again, beautiful looks. They did a really good job with the design of this world. I feel like the more that we get into this game, the farther that we go. Each time they make a world, yes, it feels like the worlds aren't really getting bigger. I don't think we're gonna have a world as big as Windenburg ever again for The Sims 4 in my honest opinion. But what I can say, because I give 10s where 10s are due, is the visual style, the aesthetic, and just the overall quality of how things look in the world has steadily increased. They do such a good job at making the worlds look great and feel lively and real, and this definitely is no exception. You can see the boats and ships in the background kind of fading into the fog. Love this. I literally feel like I'm there right now just looking at this picture. Here's another look with the bridge in the background, the docks, and the foreground. And oh my gosh, look at those beach houses with the freaking stilts. I know we probably can't build on them. They're probably just shells, but can they please give us more lots like that? Kind of like how we had in Sulani, where we can build a house, half land, half water, and then we can make our own little dock. They seriously have to implement it. They did mention, and I talked about this in my last video, that there's more in the way of water activities or something like that. Don't quote me exactly, I don't remember, but it's in my last video. I'm hoping that they give us more in the way of that, because I can tell that those houses probably aren't playable and customizable because of the way that the windows look. Trust me, if those were real functional lots, I'd be able to tell from here. It'd be so cool if you could live in those and build on a lot that's just like that. Seriously, would be amazing. But you can see the bridge, another little town in the background, most likely distant scenery. I don't think that area is probably going to be visitable or playable, if visitable is even a word. And another shot of San Sequoia in the daytime. All sorts of different trees, palm trees even, cars parked along the edge of the road. Looks like a beautiful place for your sim to take some pictures and just enjoy a fabulous day. Look, they even have a little parking meter there. Probably not functional, but still, like, that's really cute. I love the little touches of details that they put into these worlds. You can even see a little neighborhood up on the cliffside there on the top right, most likely assuming that you can't visit that stretch of the woods either. And the last picture looks like a little town center. And is that a new food stall? I feel like with every pack we get new food stalls. Hey, I'm not complaining about it, I'll take it. But I feel like at this point we have to have a bajillion food stalls. I love this little area that your sims can come down and just look off of. I think that's beautiful. Awesome place to take some pictures and just kind of relax and soak in the day. Below these brand new pictures, SimGuru Morgan confirms that 3 neighborhoods are available for this world. I believe we have more information on them in the blog, and SimGuru Morgan is definitely right about that. They do. SimGuru Morgan makes several tweets responding to criticisms over some of the images that they shared on Twitter showing the town center in San Sequoia. Twitter user Waffle tweeting, "So that's the city area then? A boardwalk with a few buildings and walls of them in the back. I was really hoping we would be getting Del Sol Valley levels of depth to the surrounding areas again. It's just another wide open space. The density of recent worlds feels very fake in my opinion." And SimGuru Morgan responds with multiple tweets to this, tweeting, "We try to portray different densities with our worlds based on how populated they are in our minds. At times we've conceptualized less dense too, because we want it to be clear where playable lots are when you're hovering around to travel. We want to be new player friendly too. But you will be glad to know that I think these 3 neighborhoods will make you happy in this sense. Gilbert Gardens is a large park and more open, however, Anchor Point Wharf is on the edge of downtown and has more of the Del Sol Valley feel, but less LA and more San Francisco. And I'm so hyped about Hopewell Hills because it's the most dense suburban neighborhood we've ever done in The Sims 4 yet. In the past, we've shied away from this for various reasons, but I love it and I hope everyone else will too in the live stream. So sharing a lot of information here in these tweets, responding to a lot of criticisms and disappointment that the community has expressed. I know that there was a lot of, I wouldn't say negativity, but definitely some concerns and constructive feedback in terms of the, in quotes, gameplay trailer that they dropped the other day, because it didn't seem like they revealed too much, or at least not what most simmers were expecting, but they're kind of making up for it now here with confirming a lot of these things. SimGuru Morgan confirms that the look that we received last year in the Sims Summit livestream is in fact early concept art for San Sequoia. So both pictures are actually San Sequoia. So now I'm kind of confused as to why they had listed New Worlds plural when they showed us 2 different pictures of the same world. So is there another world coming with another expansion pack, but we don't have any concept art for that? That's what I'm assuming. SimGuru Morgan tweets here, "Yeah, those are very early concept pictures for San Sequoia. It was fun watching everyone speculate about them when the teaser came out." And I am definitely having a lot of questions now because they put New Worlds plural but showed us the same world in 2 pictures. So I guess there is another world that's coming out, but we don't have any clue as to what that looks like now. When originally a lot of us probably saw this and started thinking, okay, so these are 2 separate worlds. packs. So we really have no clue what the new one's gonna be, which will make speculation very, very interesting in the near future. SimGuru Morgan seems to confirm new infant foods, which we don't know too much about, but oh, this is gonna be good. What would you rather feed your infant? Not that there aren't more options in game, so they're confirming that these options are in game, but there's more to choose from. These are as follows: papaya paste, mashed peas, ice cream, and smashed lemon. Oh, the smashed lemon. They have to make weird, strange faces for the lemon. That would be the cutest thing ever if that was actually animated, because that's kind of like been a popular trend recently with parents feeding their kids like sour things and then filming their reaction and the faces that they make. I've noticed that being like a trend on TikTok, so I'm wondering if they kind of took notes with that and kind of implemented some cute animations in game. A Twitter user by the name Tiger Lover responds to this poll: not the smashed lemons. I hope they make faces if they don't like something. That would be perfect. Exactly. So SimGuru Morgan actually does respond to this. I think you're going to be happy. I love taste testing with infants. So they probably did implement that, which would be the cutest thing ever. I hope that we get to see a little bit of that on the live stream next week. That is going to be so cute. SimGuru Morgan does confirm that there is a subway a part of this world, but it is only scenery to give the area a more close to downtown feel. And that is in the neighborhood with the theater. So just know now there is a subway, but it is decoration. So I don't think we're going to be able to use it, which for the Sims 4 standards, I wouldn't expect us to be able to use it. All right, guys, we're on to the very, very important part of this video. A lot of people have been wondering, a lot of people have been asking, and we now have confirmed lots for the world. SimGuru Morgan confirms there are 12 playable lots. Each neighborhood has 4 lots. We always determine how many is best for each pack for performance, with people with min-spec PCs need to play 2 and will weigh against gameplay needs. It's always a series of thoughtful and carefully considered conversations. So that confirms here, guys, once again, that I don't think they're going to be topping Windenburg, not just anytime soon, but honestly ever again. I don't think we're ever gonna have a world as big as Windenburg. So unfortunately, only 12 playable lots, which I think is just the average now for expansion packs, because I'm pretty sure the world for high school years had that as well. I don't remember clearly, but it also didn't have as many as Simmers wanted when that was announced as well. Actually, I think it might have been leaked or something. So before they announced it, we had a look at the world. This is definitely very disappointing. And, you know, I try to stay positive most of the time, but I understand there are players that play on systems that aren't as strong and can't handle higher demanding game features. It's definitely disappointing to know that those systems now have to bottleneck everything else, but you know, it is what it is. I feel like it's like this with a lot of games and a lot of gaming companies, and I've noticed this with so many other games that I play. They normally have to cater to the weaker systems so that everyone can play, and I wouldn't be surprised if a majority of their players play on less powerful systems. So from a business standpoint, I see it and I understand it and it makes sense, but do I like it? No, definitely disappointed. SimGuru Morgan does respond to tweets kind of asking why are there such low numbers of lots when Windenburg has, what, 18 or so? SimGuru Morgan responds to a Twitter user: in earlier packs, we were still learning. A lot of consideration and planning goes into not only how we can make each pack performant, but also how we can keep the game performant for years to come. We know players love new worlds, so we're going to be making them for a long time. This is a lot of information here. Many more years of worlds most likely to come, but also kind of confirming that performance is their top priority, and I guess kind of future-proofing the game in a way is also a priority. So this kind of tells us, guys, don't expect bigger worlds ever again. And I know it's disappointing, but it is what it is. Again, SimGuru Morgan responds to tweets in regards to diversity and cultural representation in terms of worlds. The team cares about that too. We're always considering varied location fits for each pack. Something I love about this pack is the focus we put on different cultures across build, buy, cast, and with our pre-mades. We know families look different to everyone. So of course, addressing this here as well. So hopefully in the future, we get some more worlds that don't just feel like United States worlds. Like we need more parts of the world represented in this game. I feel like there's still so much that has yet to be tapped into, and it still very much feels like a North American life simulator for the most part, not completely obviously. SimGrow Morgan adds that we care so much about this in terms of diversity and create a sim, build by, and sims, etc. When we add a new world that is inspired by another cultural location, we want to be respectful and do the culture justice with supporting content in our features. We are always looking for opportunities to branch out and explore more diversity. So I hope this means that with every new world that we receive, that they will continue to branch out and represent more areas that haven't been explored yet in The Sims 4. And lastly, SimGrow Morgan also adding that we want players to get content they'd expect from a pack's theme. We have so much content for families / different age groups in this pack. I think a melting pot location that can represent family across various cultures is a lovely fit that supports player content expectation. I think that these are actually really good responses. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think about all of this down below. Lots of new information today, lots to process and digest and discuss, especially in terms of the worlds, the total number of lots, and also the future of worlds too, because that was pretty much discussed here as well. And you know, with what we can expect with future worlds for The Sims 4. Share your thoughts on all of that down below. I love you guys, and of course, there will most likely be more coming either later today, later tonight, or sometime tomorrow. Take care everyone, and happy simming.